Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd. These days people are all over the world talking about oppression and aggression and zulm which is happening. So I would just like to give you another perspective, because here we've reached the body, the mind, the heart, the soul. Firstly, if you think about the Jewish people, that up to 1948 they were the most oppressed, abandoned, despised nation in the world, actually, that wherever they would go, people will misuse them, mistreat them, enslave them. From the time of after Musa alayhi salam, many kings who came and destroyed the temple of Solomon and the masjid there. Kings came, other powers came, they were made to leave those lands. And then even the time of Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, it was the Christians who were occupying these lands, and Jewish people were not allowed to pray or to come into those lands. So when Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu, he went there, and he did not conquer with military power, it is with spiritual power. That they themselves say that this person called Umar bin Khattab, Khalifat al-Muslimin, if he comes, we will give away this land anyway, the keys, because he is such a wonderful personality. So when he went there, and these lands, the keys were handed to him, and some conditions were laid down. One was that the Jewish people are not able to come and pray here or live here. Condition of actually giving up the city of Jerusalem. Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu did not accept this. He said, no, it is a common land. They are also have a book which is divinely revealed, and their religion, Jewish people, they will be allowed. So he is the one who firstly allowed them in there. And then through the centuries, through Europe, as you know, they were very much actually abused and tortured. So much so the time, meaning all through these centuries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 centuries, up to actually last century, when Hitler tried and he decided he want to terminate, ethnically cleanse all of them from the face of the earth, wherever they are. So he killed hundreds and thousands, men and women and children. Many fled away, and he even wrote to different countries that how many Jewish people do you have? And the numbers they will tell you, he says, send them to me. Why? To enslave and kill them. He also wrote to the king of Morocco, the grandfather of the current king here now, that how many Jewish people live there. And he said, here there are Moroccans, not Jewish. As secondary, Moroccans live here. So I'm not handing in any Moroccan to you, to Hitler. And he gave us special sanctuaries, protection, that where his palaces were all through the Morocco, he will give them that neighborhoods for protection, so they are highly protected in security. Because Europe expelled them from Europe, even Spain. So that's why they mostly settled in Morocco. And today, when Israel was formed, most of the people who are in government today in Israel's parliament, almost 50% are Moroccans. They are Moroccan Arabs. Even now in parliament. Because before that they didn't exist, they were all dispersed here and there. So that's why Moroccan, they come back and they invest even in Morocco, because they are basically Moroccans. They speak Arabic, they are Moroccan. But they were Jewish, so they went there. So like we go back to Pakistan and for example, or India, Bangladesh, those Jewish people in the parliament, 50%, they think their country, their ancestors were in Morocco. So they come there, their graves are there, so they set up businesses and things like this actually. So the Muslims actually, from the Alawi Caliphate of Spain and Morocco to the Usmaniya Caliphate and Bani Abbas and Sultanate Usmaniya, they gave them protection against actually others, against, because Christian they want to kill, like the people in Germany at that time with Hitler, they wanted to completely exterminate them. They were not even able to live in flats or allowed to live in flats. They were many of them, they were only permitted by Hitler in Germany to live in gutters, beside gutters, where gutters are, and you find a place along the ghetto type. That's where they lived. That was the situation. Since hundreds of years. So question is, rather than we thinking of how we shall get up, what should the Ummah do, we can take a lesson from them as well. It's not a century old, 2 century, 5 century old thing. It just happened in this last century when Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, they all came into formation. They came, Japan, others. So now, as you see, they are powerful in many ways. So those people who are thinking, those who people say, oh yeah, well, just look at their case study. What did they do? They're less in number. In one Muslim country, for example, their population is more than the entire Jewish people. So what they did, the Muslims can do as well, anyone can do, and actually protect themselves. Simple as that. And what they did is not rocket science, or you may say that actually a hidden secret. They came together, they said, look, all through millenniums, thousands of years, centuries, we are so persecuted, we are despised, we are not allowed to even live with normal people, and we are punished and tortured here, there, we don't have even a land or anything like this. So they got together. So like I was saying about body, mind, heart and soul. Body, mind, heart and soul. This is individual. If we look at collectively, these are 4 pillars, how they actually protected themselves and how they came out of this persecution, how people of Gaza or many Muslim countries are. What did they do? They built upon themselves on 4 pillars of body, mind, heart and soul. What is that body? Body refers to power. So they thought that we must have these 4 things. Body, military power. Military power. Body refers to strength. So we should work together as Jewish people to have a strong military security and protection. Mind, intellectual power, the intellectual pillar. You can say four trees or four pillars. So first pillar, military power. Second, intellectual science, skills, intellectual abilities, technology, that we should excel in so much. We have the latest technology and education and training. Number two. And number three, you can refer to financial pillar, or the soul is the resources, the nafs, resources. We should have economic power, money. So it's of no coincidence that actually, these companies are owned by Jewish people, mostly they intentionally someone have done it. They didn't just get it from heaven or earth or here and there, that here you are, you have financial freedom, being so small. And heart, fourth one, heart. What the heart refers to? Power. Heart is the ruler. Political power, the rulership. Political power, or we may summarize that into four pillars. If the Muslim Ummah does the same thing, or anyone who build up these four pillars, at least they will be protected. They would not be oppressed. They could protect themselves, survive, give good life to people. This is, I'm talking about actually worldly sense. Fifthly, there was the fifth pillar, which is the spirit, ruh. They gave identity of their religion, that we are Jewish people, we belong to Torah, we are people of Torah, this is our place of worship. Jerusalem, this was the Temple of Solomon. Temple of Solomon was the seat of power and masjid there. And Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam. So all this which I am saying, that we have five entities: body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. So on these five pillars, you can build a nation as well. And that's what they did. Well, tell me if they did anything differently.